Hello, my name is Bart Purcell, and I'm working with several researchers here at Penn State alongside Dr. Jim Hager and Dr. Stan Smith, both instructors of Math 110, to put together some data visualization tools that we hope will help you explore a little bit about how you're preparing for each exam in the course. So the tools can be accessed through Angel. After your first exam has been graded and the scores have been entered into Angel, you should see a little bar chart icon show up next to your Math 110 course within this My Grades box. If you don't see this lower on the page, there are directions on how you can turn on the My Grades box, and that should enable you to click on this bar chart here. So I want to step through a couple examples as if I were a student in Math 110 and I click on this bar chart, some of the information I might see. So the first graph that we're going to look at here, when we log in and I click on the graph, I see that there's a 90% bar here through this big A box. So what that means is this is my exam 1 score, so I received a 90%. If we continue over to the right, we see some comparison information. So we see a bar that represents me and a bar that represents my peers. And what this category is Angel logins. So these are the number of Angel logins I had compared to the average number of Angel logins my peers had that also received an A. So you can see information about Angel logins, you can see information about Angel file views, and you can see information about Piazza and how you're using these resources leading up to the first exam. So let's look at a second example. This example's the opposite. In this example, I did very poorly. I got a 55%, and I could again start to see information about my interaction with Angel in terms of logins compared to the other students that also received an F on the first exam, my file views compared to my peers that received an F, as well as the Piazza views. Now, this is interactive, so what I can do is if I really want to shoot for an A on the next exam, I can click on the A bracket, and I can actually see my activity compared to the students that got an A in this exam. And the same thing for students that received a B, a C, and a D. So this allows you to kind of explore your activity patterns compared to those of other students. And these examples are pretty straightforward. If I were a student, I would immediately kind of realize that I should probably spend some more time preparing, some more time in these environments. Now, what this isn't inferring is that you should just click the login button more or click on files more often to raise your bar here. That doesn't really have any meaningful impact on your grade. This is just used for you to kind of explore some information and maybe help figure out how you might better prepare for future exams in Math 110. So let's look at a couple more examples. In this example, I got a 65, I got a D, and this example is a little bit more difficult to interpret. So in terms of Angel activity, mine was really low compared to other students that got a D. In terms of Angel file views, I didn't look at any files, so I really might want to look at that piece of information because there are things like practice exams posted in Angel and other resources that are helpful for reviewing, helpful for preparing for examinations in the course. But in terms of Piazza, I was pretty active in Piazza. So let's say, again, I want to aspire to get an A in the next exam. So I immediately see that my Angel logins are very low compared to students that got an A. Again, the Angel file views are low. And I'm a little lower on Piazza, but not much. So if I come down here and click on the B, my Piazza activity is about in line with students that receive a B. But again, I might want to spend some more time in Angel coming into the next exam. The last example is looking at another student that received a 65%. If this were me, I might look and see what I received. I definitely want to do better on the next exam. But these comparisons are really going to be troubling for me because I spent a lot of time preparing for this exam. I'd hoped to get at least a B, if not better. And I see this and I see that I'm putting in a lot more of effort compared to other students that also got a D. So I can start to work up these different grade bands now. So even C students, I'm putting in a lot more effort. B students, even A students, I'm putting in a lot more effort here. So I might not be studying the right material. My study habits might not be very good. I would really be questioning how I'm going about preparing for the exam. And I really might think about going to seek some help. That might mean visiting the TA during office hours, visiting the instructor during office hours, visiting the tutoring center, maybe even going to my academic advisor and explaining my situation and trying to figure out if there might be better, more efficient ways that I can go about preparing for exams. Now, this is a very early pilot project. We really would like information from you to help us make this better. So we do have questions that will pop up here at the bottom of this data visualization tool that they're all yes/no questions, very easy to answer. There are only 3. And if you could please take the time there to help us kind of figure this out, that would be greatly appreciated. There's also a folder in the Angel space all the way towards the bottom that has some information and a link out to the website about the project, as well as my contact information if you have any questions. So thank you very much. We look forward to hearing from you, and good luck in the rest of the course.